Alright guys, this is Pantheoner predictions once again. So I made it just how I predicted. Sorry I'm like this, took me out. And then ended up taking out Kaya 31, who took out Nohaj. And I didn't really understand how Kaya and Nohaj's triangle or section of the pyramid was going to go, but 2Gamer and Roman Vashigan, I predicted... Who did I predict would make it? I think I predicted Roman Vashigan would make it to the end, and then I think 2Gamer I also predicted would make it to the end, so good prediction there. Nikki, I predicted that she would make it to the end, and I predicted that NitroRev would win theirs, so good on my predictions there. Interesting here, we're going to have Roman Vashigan versus Nikki, or 2Gamer 2 versus Nikki, depending on who wins that. They're 44% in through their game. We can take a look at that at the end, but after that, sorry I'm like this, we'll face off against one of those three. Next up, down lower half of this pyramid, we got the Joker, who's made it pretty far, but ended up getting beaten out by V Nemesis Hun. Now, V Nemesis Hun set to face Emil Chesky, who defeated Ray Xiao and, defeated a lot of other people along the way. Defeated UV Jelly, a former winner of the Pantheon tournament, a champion. And Clowno defeated Gaia85, a good player in their own right. So, and then Emil Chesky defeats Clowno, and then Emil Chesky defeats Ray Xiao, a very good player, who defeated Clit Westwood, very good player. And then now we are facing, here we got V Nemesis Hun versus Emil Chesky. We can see how that game's going. I think I remember they are, let's see, are they in age 2 right now? Emil has taken a wonder from their opponent and the Nemesis Hun, and that the Emil Chesky is losing in military, however winning in points, and has a little bit of a science edge, getting 2 science, going up into midway through age 2. I think the chances of them with 2 extra turns to get enough more sciences to win is pretty high, but I wondered why they took 2 blue cards. That's so not normal, from what I've seen before in good players. Is not, you don't normally see them taking age 1 blue cards with just the Pantheon expansion, but maybe this is a strategy that they've figured out. They're pretty forward thinkers themselves, Emil is, so we'll see how that goes. Both players, I want to point out, are strapped for cash. V Nemesis 3, Emil Chesky only 1 coin, can't even afford anything that is ahead of them, at least Emil Chesky can't. And as far as it is Emil's turn, so Emil needs to discard a card, I would guess. Probably not the one that's going to reveal a military. And then right after discarding the card, V Nemesis, the best move there is to take Tanit, probably. Get 3, turn that 3 money into 12 money. Still not enough to get the gate. Emil Chesky, seeing that the gate's not going to be accessible, discards again. Maybe that blue 2-brick statue, or 2 clay statue. And then from there, Emil Chesky, I'd imagine, takes gate, because they don't want to reveal a bunch of cards. With, no, they can't. They can't take gate because they'll only have 5 coins at that point. My gosh. They will have to discard yet again. But at that point, it'll be V Nemesis' turn, and they could discard and take the gate from them. Pretty exciting match. Alright, so, what are you going to get from the gate? Maybe take away any science opportunity from Emil Chesky, and could come down to points at the end. But anyways, that's how that game's going. My bet is on Emil Chesky, looking at whenever I see a player successfully pulled off Raw and has more science than their opponent, I'm already going to vote that person in a Pantheon tournament is going to win. Let's get back to the other game. So the other one that we wanted to look at, so what my prediction is, Emil Chesky ends up going to the end, and this is the final, just below my face there, is the to-be-played championship. Probably Emil Chesky versus either Sorry I'm Like This or one of these three. And finally, let's go to this last game here. We have Roman Vashigin and 2Gamer2. And we can see here, alright, Roman Vashigin and 2Gamer2, both 400 level players. Interestingly, 2Gamer2 has tons of gold, yellow cards, so they're gaining a lot of money every discard, and they've got 16 money there. But Roman Vashigin has 1 yellow card, which is enough to support him, has taken raw, and has more science than their opponent. Whose turn is it? It is 2Gamer's turn. They probably want to deny Roman Vashigin of getting that science card to help them out with that. 2Gamer2 has placed out Minerva. I wonder why that was. And has 1 extra turn versus Roman Vashigin's 2 extra turns, and has enough gold to take the gate. So 2Gamer2 has something going for them. They have a good amount of money that they can grab, but it's looking like a science win on Roman Vashigin's part. I would imagine that's going to be how it ends up going. All right, so that is the rest of that little analysis there, and predictions for that game are Roman Vashigin wins it, plays off against Nikki X, and Nikki ends up defeating Roman Vashigin, and then goes up against Sorry I'm Like This, and I'll see how that game goes. And I say that just because Nikki is a former champion of Pantheoner. Roman hasn't proven themselves just yet, but they are a good player in their own right. And then it'll be between Nikki and Sorry I'm Like This. I would say Nikki is probably more likely to win that one, but Sorry I'm Like This surprised me by taking out me and then continuing on and beating other great players. Not an easy game for them either. The next game after my game against Kaya 31, and they pulled that off. And so who knows? I'm not going to make a call there, but at the end, Emil Chesky is a great player, so I don't want to call any of them, but I'm all about predictions. So I'm not saying with 100% accuracy, but I'm going to say that we may have another champion again. I think a 2-timer. Nikki probably makes it for their 2nd time in a row. Who knows how it goes? But this is something I'm just really unsure of. These 3 players really high up there, and even Roman, maybe even 2Gamer2. So I'm at the end of this little bit. I'm making the predictions because I have to, but it could be anybody's game. Anyways, thanks so much for watching these predictions, and we'll see how they go.